rising up from the flames. A phoenix, her strength never the same. She's walked through the fire, felt the pain. Now she's feeling hearts breaking the chain.
Hey, it's your girl Deshauna, CEO and founder of A Passport to Breathe, aka Dr. Dash. Listen, I am here today to talk to you about this whole fiasco with the T app. If you don't know what the T app is, it was made by some women that pretty much, is supposed to help women air out other men that they have been dating, like if they are cheaters or not, basically, before you spend a bunch of time on a fella, you'll know up front. So that is what it's supposed to be about. There are parts of it that are like that. So let's first start with it getting hacked. Like anything else out there is the dark web. Anything can get hacked. So let's not act like, things cannot get hacked. I don't know on the level, I did not build this app, so I don't know on the level of what kind of security it had. But it did, the hacking included releasing women that had joined the app their license information, because that's how they were verified as women to get on. But that's neither here or there. I hope everything is straightened out with that. No one, really has any issues with that going on. So now let's get totally into the app. Let me first preface by saying I am not on this particular app. I have not downloaded it. I did not hear about it until the whole hacking thing. So I don't know about that one. What I do know, it is like others that I am in and I have been in, kind of doing research, just to see, are we saying truthful things? Are we really being girls and helping each other? Or are we being bullies? Are we lying on the men that we are dating? And I have actually found that all of it's going on. All of it is going on. And I think you need a certain level of emotional intelligence to be in these groups. Because, some men can get posted and it's just a one-off. It's really a one-off. They haven't really been posted before. And then when you listen to the story, you kind of think, or read the story, you're kind of thinking like, okay, is this the bitter ex, or is this really a quote unquote red flag, as they call it, telling other people not to date him? So you do have those. And like I said, you have to have some discernment to not take those with a grain of salt. Now you do have the other ones that are just flat out, they will drop someone in there and say, hey, I'm about to date this man, or I've been dating this man, something feels off or whatever. And women respond and say, I've dated him and had the same experience. And it will be a lot of women. So in discernment, you don't want to be in the group. Don't do cruddy ass stuff. That's the gist of it. Okay. Then you have, also women and men are gonna be women and men. We are all in different places in our lives, so you're just gonna get pretty much everything in these groups that are thousands of people, thousands of different attitudes, thousands of different personalities. And so you're going to get a lot of these things. Where I think it could help is if, where I'm going next with this, is if admins could be really, really honed in on what their group is doing, what the people in their group are doing. So that brings me to my next point with the bullying. I have seen tons and tons of bullying in these groups between the women. And that includes if a woman drops a picture of a man and she's just trying to see if there are any red flags out there, because we do, unfortunately, there are men and women that are abusers. They are just straight, liars that everyone believes. That's that sociopath, narcissistic. I hate throwing those words around, but they are out there. So we're not going to act like they're not out there. So, but if a woman drops a picture and they're just saying, "Hey, is it a red flag with him or anything going on?" And women, the mean girls, will respond with who wants him. He's ugly or this and that. And it's really painful. It's really painful because, you're just trying to come in and make sure you're protecting your heart. I think that's the bottom line of those that are really in it to be really in it. They're just trying to protect their heart. They're tired of getting, bulldozed by men, by women. They're just tired, and they're trying to figure out something different of how they can protect themselves. So they're dropping these, questions in these groups, and the bullying could get to be a lot, and that saddens me on the part of me being a counselor, because you don't know what these people that are posting are going through, and it's almost like they don't know the whole meaning of, if you don't have anything to contribute that is about that person is a cheater or whatever, then don't say anything at all. It has nothing to do with looks or whatever, because what I may like, you may not like. So that has nothing to do with it. But we do have these mean girls that's in there. In my opinion, as soon as it happens, really, admins should be kicked them out. However, I don't have these groups, so it is what it is. But I do feel for the ones that are posting, really trying to find out something, and they're getting this backlash back at them. So that is really saddens me and concerns me for the different groups. But, again, I go back to, it can be, I think it was a great concept, but if it's ran right. So it can be a great, great tool. I have created my own tool where you are not speaking to a group of women that you don't know if they are loony, unhinged, whatever. It is straight talking to me. So I do have my new book that is out, Same Devil, Different Faces. It's about healing. It's about true stories, true dating stories. And I explain how to get in touch with God, the conversations with God, and how to overcome those things. And that hurt. And when you're not getting those apologies that you don't need. And then I also created these apps that you can ask those questions. You could drop those pictures in these apps, and you will get your answers right away. It's 24/7. It is like you were talking to me. I promise you, I am not the mean girl. I have not created these things to be the mean girl. So if you do want true answers, just head over to my bio, and we'll get you all together. But again, they could be good. If it's ran in the proper way, these apps, these groups, they could be great. But right now, they're lacking. They're just lacking. And, even sometimes when I give advice from a doctor level, people will love it, and then admins will delete it. So you have that aspect of it too. So what that's about, I don't know if it's, jealousy, whatever, but you have that aspect of it too. So, getting that positive feedback. So it's almost like, do they not want positive feedback? What is going on here? So those are my thoughts. Let me know in the comments what you think about it. And I'm gonna see you on the next video. Head over to my bio, get the book, and get the apps where you can talk to me one-on-one.